So I want you to solve this equation for the variable c. See if you can learn or do what we have talked about before. I want to get all the terms that have c in them together. I want to get the integer, the minus 2, by itself. So again, you're going to do the opposite, right? This is a plus, you're going to subtract it from both sides. This is a minus, so you're going to add it to both sides. So let's see what you get. Okay, let's get all the terms that have the c in them together. So I'm going to subtract 3c from both sides. Now, you might ask, well, why didn't you subtract 5c from both sides? Well, you can do that, and I'll do that in a moment. But typically, when we solve these equations, we have the variable terms on the left and the integer or the numbers on the right as a convention. So 5c take away 3c is 2c. Minus 2 is equal to 0. And then if I add 2 to both sides, do the opposite, right? This is a minus, so I have 2c is equal to 2. And then I do the opposite. This is a multiplication, so I divide by 2. And I get c is equal to 1. Let's see if it worked the other way, too. Let's see, do 5c minus 2 is equal to 3c. Minus 5c and minus 5c. Minus 2 is equal to, and just a word about this, when you're subtracting or adding numbers, I think some students have a little difficulty with this. If I have like 4 plus 10, you can say, well, that's 14. If I have 10 take away 4, well, I got 10 fingers. If I take away 4, I've got 6 of them. What if it has 4 take away 10? Now, sometimes that can cause a little confusion. If you've got your calculator, it'll do it for you. But just a word here, the bigger number in an absolute value sense is 10. So that controls the sign. So the sign of your answer is going to be negative because 10 is bigger than 4. And then you can combine these by saying, well, okay, then 10 minus 4. You can rearrange them so that you've got something you can do. 10 minus 4, you know it's 6, and so the answer is going to be minus 6. So just a thought. Okay, so let's look at this one. We have minus 2 is equal to minus 2c, and we divide both sides by minus 2 and a minus 2. Another point here. If I have a positive divided by a positive, that's going to give me a positive. 4 divided by 4 is equal to a positive 1. If I have a positive divided by a negative, that's going to be equal to a negative. 4 divided by negative 4 is equal to a negative 1. And if I have a negative divided by a positive, that's going to also be a negative. Negative 4 divided by 4 is equal to negative 1. So what about a negative times a negative? Or, excuse me, divided by. So a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So that also applies to multiplication. Plus times plus is equal to plus. Plus times negative is equal to negative. Negative times a plus is equal to a negative. And a negative times a negative is equal to a plus. Encounter numbers that have opposite signs, you have to be aware that there are some rules about how they then, when we finish this, we had a negative divided by a negative, which is gonna be a positive 1. Same here. So, yeah, we got the same answer. You know, just took a little bit more steps. Okay. Question before us was what was 24C? So we have to substitute in the C value of 1 and we get 24. So you have to bear with me a little bit because when I give these classes, I don't know what the audience knows. Some of you might say, you know, speed it up. I know this. I got it. And others are saying, well, hold on. Now, what did you do? You know, so I'll have to kind of draw a line in between. But like I said, if you have questions, you know, raise your hand and I can slow it down. Otherwise, I'll just keep moving. All right, this is the first one of, I think the only one, where we talk about graphing. And I want to introduce you to another formula, is the graph of the equation